Hi everybody, my name is Rhys Barber. I'm the audiologist here at Audiology Associates. We upload new earwax removal videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 9 PM UK time, so please consider subscribing. Hi everybody, this is Rhys Barber from Audiology Associates. Thank you very much for watching our video today. We have a video compilation of two patients, both very nervous patients coming through. This first patient had a really bad experience of earwax removal by a different provider a couple of years back, so was very uncertain about getting the procedure done. So lots of reassurance from us and talking them through the procedure. You can see that we're using the standard size ulnar tube here. Very sticky wax, easy to remove. It's on the outer part of the ear canal. We pop this out, and before the patient even realised that they'd been finished. So it was a really simple procedure. Very similar wax here on the second ear. So you can see we've got some dry skin around the outside edge, very sticky, tacky wax in the middle. So we're just going to use the standard size ulnar tube again now to get rid of this. So just taking this wax away, just lifting from the base here, just to pop that little bit of wax out. You can see it's been held in by a little bit of dry skin here. So we're just maneuvering this out first. There we go. So that's the wax coming away there. There's another little bit of wax here and a little bit of dry skin at the entrance. The last time the lady had this done, the practitioner went straight in with some forceps without explaining what they were doing. So the lady became very nervous with having things like forceps in their ear, understandably so. So we took the time to explain everything we did, just really break down the procedure. Now what we have at the bottom here is quite a big flap of dry skin. Now I'm going to try and use the suction as much as I can, because obviously the lady hasn't had the best experiences with using forceps. So we're going to try and break as much of this away as we can using suction. You can see though it's quite a long, large piece there. So we're just going to break that away. So I explained what the forceps were. We went through exactly what we were going to do. And we're just lifting now off the base of the canal. There we are. Just trying to get a bit of a grip, gentle pulling, a little bit of a wiggle to try and detach it from deeper in the canal. Doing that a little bit further, getting a grip. Perfect, out it come really nicely. And we'll just take a look at the eardrum behind. Eardrum looks perfect. So these are the two pieces of wax we removed, and then you can see the piece of dry skin we took away at the right hand side there. So all came away really clean. The patient was really happy with their experience, absolutely thrilled to bits. Now, this patient's come through. Oh, bless this poor lady. Was in so much pain with her earwax, which I'll explain why in a second, but really just in agony with earwax on one side, sharp shooting pains in the ears with any jaw movement. So very nervous to have this done, understandably so. So what we did was we used the standard size ulnar tube first to clear away some of this softer wax. Now on the first glance, this doesn't look like there should be any reason for any pain. There's no obvious redness or irritation in here. But when we start chipping away at this wax and start to pull this away, you can see there's a little bit of dry skin there, so we'll take that off now. Okay, so as we start to, can you see that red section there? Now that red section, it looks as though it's bleeding at the moment. It's not actually bleeding. What we have is almost like a little rub or a blister, which is actually underneath that wax. So what's happening is this part of the earwax is really hardened up. It's dried out. It's solid. It's a little ball of hard wax sitting right on the join between the cartilage part, which is the outer part of the ear canal, and the skull, the bony part on the inside. So where it's flexing with jaw movement, it's been rubbing against that piece of wax. And because it's so solid, it hasn't been able to come away, and it's just rubbed it raw. So what I'm trying to do is use the suction first of all just to move it. You can see the Jobson horn just going in there then, because it's such a hard piece of wax. The suction is really struggling to keep a hold on it, and it is so firmly wedged in there that it's not really budging very easily. Now, whilst we're doing this procedure, we're constantly checking in with the patient. We took a few breaks during the procedure as well, just to give the patient a little bit of time just to settle before we did the next bit, and for us to explain what we're going to do. The key to it with a lot of very nervous patients when they're coming through is understanding of why we're using the tools we are, why we're doing the procedure, what the technique is. And I find that if you explain that, they really settle a lot more. They understand what's going on and why you're using the bits and pieces you are. And this lady was an absolute trooper, because you can see it must have been sore. If you imagine having a rub or a blister, a burst blister, and something rubbing against it, that's the kind of discomfort you're getting in your ear. I've introduced a little bit of olive oil in here now for two reasons. One, when you've got a hard piece of wax, the suction will help you get a grip on it if you coat it with oil. And the other thing is, if we can work the oil down the side of this lump of wax, we're more likely to let it slide across the canal, because I'm trying not to press it against that side wall, but every movement of this wax is pushing it against that sore piece. So the patient was an absolute trooper. They really were, to sit through it. They did so well. But you can see we're trying to get any movement, any budge to this wax. The wiggle is trying to do its job, but it's not quite getting there. We've managed to pull it a little bit across to the left-hand side now. You can see just a bit of movement there to the left side. You've got the blurring, you can see, is a little bit of olive oil on the silla to the outer part of the ear canal. So I'm just going to use the Jobson horn. We've got a bit of a gap at the top. We'll see if we can use the Jobson. The difficulty with the Jobson is you're pushing down. Now that's where the sore piece is. So patient couldn't really tolerate that very well. Back in now with the suction to take away some of these pieces. Just the looser bits that have broken away. Trying to keep a grip on it and maneuver it out, but it is just not budging. So we're trying to pull down from the top at the moment, because that's where we saw some movement a second ago, but it's not working. So we're going to try the opposite and flick it up from the bottom. Now what you can see is we can start to see a smoother edge to the wax underneath, which means we'll get a better grip. There you go. So we've managed to get the good grip. We've lifted it up, dislodged it from where it was. We've got it to the outer part of the ear canal. It's not going to come out of the canal. It's too big. You can see we're really trying to maneuver it. So back in with the Jobson horn just at the entrance to the canal to pop this bit out. There he is. It's a perfectly round. It looked like a dried pea. It was perfectly round. So we go back in to take a look. Now behind there you can see the redness there to the right hand side. Lots of swelling around the canal where it's all been really aggravated in there. Lots of very liquid wax closer to the eardrum. So what we're going to do is put the fine end on now to do a bit of tidying up. Luckily it hadn't got down as far as the drum, but it had distended the top of the drumlet. You can see that white pearl at the top. That's where it's just been rubbing there as well. So just aggravating everything in here. So I'm just going to tidy up around the edge. There we are. Okay. So we've taken all that loose wax away. That last little bit would be very painful. It's in the swollen part of the canal. So I'm going to leave that bit there. It will come out with baths and showers now afterwards. So this is the same patient with the second ear. We took a look in there and we agreed it would be best to get this out as well. Although it's not completely blocked, we don't want to end up in the same situation as we did on the other side with a very sore ear. So we're just going to tackle this piece as well. You can see very sticky wax. We managed to get a grip on it here, so it's coming away. There we are. It's just trying to find a good grip on a leading edge. They're wiggling up and down there. There we are, and out it pops. And we'll take a look behind that, and the eardrum on that side, perfect. So you could see the difference between those two eardrums. This is what we moved. So the pebble to the left-hand side, that's the piece we took from the first ear, and the piece we took from the second to the right-hand side. Thank you very much for watching our video today. If you did enjoy the video, then please like. If you're not subscribed already or you'd like to do so, you can click the subscribe button here. If you'd like to check out some more of our videos, they're also up there. Now, if you want to follow us, you can do on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also check our website if you want to know a little bit more about us. As always, guys, until the next time, take care.